The province provided some clarity as to how they divide up the vaccine shipments.
75% is distributed on a per population basis, and the remaining 25% is based on how many and where your hot spots are.
But we talked with Ontario NDP leader Andrea Horwath, who is concerned with how exactly the hotspot postal codes were picked, and she's calling on the Ontario Auditor General to investigate.
Here in Hamilton, when our medical officer of health begged for a couple of postal codes to be put on the hotspot list, the government refused to do so.
Only 2 of the hot zones in Hamilton can be accessed through the provincial portal for those 50 and up. The other 3 that Hamilton Public Health added can be booked over their phone line.
Nicole, I hope that we don't find out that the government's been politicizing the distribution of vaccines, because what a terrible, terrible commentary that would be.
Meanwhile, vaccine shortages led to more than 10,000 canceled appointments in Scarborough alone today, an area where nearly 1 in 4 are testing positive.
They had booked more appointments, hoping that they'd get more vaccines, hoping that the Moderna shipment that's been delayed 3 times now, and we won't get for another few weeks, they were hoping it would come in. So I don't blame them for overbooking 10,000 appointments.
But some doctors are taking to Twitter saying more than 1 million doses are sitting in freezers across the province.
10,000 people had their appointments canceled, while there's 1.2 million vaccines in freezers. Just really shows what a hot mess this government's vaccine rollout has been.
We have booked out the vast majority of the vaccines that we have already received.
Ontario Solicitor General says Pfizer arrives once a week, but Moderna was delayed by 10 days.
It really turns into a logistical nightmare for us.
When you've already booked appointments, when you've set up those vaccine clinics, and then you have that 10-day delay, it is incredibly frustrating.
It's prompted Premier Ford to call on the U.S. once again for help.
President Biden, if there's ever a time that we need your help, it's right now. It's not a month down the road, and it's not 2 months down the road. We need a shipment of Pfizer, Moderna, or would be willing to take the 20 million AstraZeneca that's sitting somewhere in a refrigerator down there.
For the past 2 days, Hamilton Public Health has told us that Dr. Elizabeth Richardson is not available to answer our questions in an interview about the vaccine rollout here in the city, though they do tell us that there have been no canceled appointments in the city of Hamilton and that they operate with a small reserve just in case there are any shipment delays. Back to you, Phil.